Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson on past simple tense. In this lesson, you will learn spelling rules of regular verbs. And you will also learn top 10 irregular verbs and their past tense forms. So let's start. As I have mentioned in my previous lesson that there are two types of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. A regular verb is the one that forms its simple past tense and its past participle by adding ed or d to the base form of the verb. Here is an example. Call. This is base form of the verb. To convert it into simple past form, we will simply add ed. Called. Another example is here. That is the base form of the verb here. By simply adding d, heard is the simple past form of the verb here. Base form is call and hear, and the simple past forms are called and heard. What did we do? We simply added ed or d. In this lesson, we will learn the spelling rules, when we will add d, and what are the rules to add ed or ied to convert the base form of the verb into the simple past form. Irregular verbs are the ones that form their simple past tense and its past participle by not adding ed or d to the base form of the verb. For example, speak. This is the base form of the verb. We do not add ed or d in this case. The simple past form is spoke. And there is no rule to it. Here are some examples in which we can see that how the simple past form of the verb is formed. Here we have a formula: verb plus ed or d or ied. For example, stop. Stopped. We added ed, but we also added an additional p. So we are going to learn when we have to double the last consonant. Play. We are simply adding ed and it's converting into the simple past form of play. Played. Thrive. By adding d, it's converted into the simple past form thrived. And in cry, y is replaced by ied. Cried is the simple past form of cry. Now we are going to learn what are the rules. So if the verb ends with consonant, vowel, consonant, such as stop, you can see it's ending with consonant, vowel, and consonant. If it's a one-syllable word, such as stop, we will double the final consonant, such as PP, and then we will add ed to the base form verb to convert it into the past simple form of this base form verb. Stop, stopped. What did we do with it? We doubled the final consonant and added ed. Similarly, if there is a longer verb and it's again ending with consonant, vowel, and consonant, and the stress is on the last syllable of longer verb, as prefer, we will again add an other consonant or double the final consonant and add ed. However, if there is a longer verb or a verb with more than one syllable and first syllable of a longer verb is stressed, such as enter. As you can see, in enter, the stress is on the first syllable, but it's ending with consonant, vowel, and consonant. We will not double the final consonant, but we will simply add ed to make the simple past form of the base verb enter. So it will be enter and entered by just adding ed. To summarize again, if the word is one syllable word, and we are talking about the verb here, or the last syllable of a longer verb is stressed, then we double the final consonant and add ed. But if the verb is a longer verb and the first syllable is stressed, then we simply add ed and we do not double the final consonant. Now rule number 2. If the final consonant of the verb is W, X, or Y. As you can see, W in case of so, Y in stay, and X in mix. We do not double the final consonant. We simply add ed in all cases. Sewed, stayed, mixed by simply adding ed at the end of the base form of all these verbs. Now, if the verb is ending with e, what do? We simply add d and not ed. That would be wrong. As thrive, it's ending with e. So we simply add d to thrive. It will be thrived, and this is the simple past form of base verb thrive. Another example is live. Live is converted to the simple past form by simply adding d. And the reason is because both of these verbs are ending with e. If you can think of other examples, please write in the comment section. Now, if the verb ends with a consonant and then Y. Then change Y to I and then add ed. Such as dry. In dry, you can see that there is a consonant, which is R, and then Y. Similarly, in carry, there is a consonant and then Y. So what are we doing? We are replacing Y in both of these verbs and putting I here in both of these words, and then we add ed next to it. So dry will be dried, carry is carried, and we are replacing Y in both cases with IED. Dried and carried, which are the simple past forms of these base verbs. Now we know that we do not add d, ed, or ied to form the simple past forms of irregular verbs. You simply have to memorize them. Here I added top 10 irregular verbs used in English language. See, this is the base form and the simple past form is saw. Say, said. Go, went. Come, came. Know, know, knew. Get, got. Give, gave. Become, became. Find, found. Think, thought. Can you share some more irregular base verb forms and their simple past in the comment section? In next lesson, I will talk about past progressive tense. And I will also post a test or a practice worksheet for simple past tense. Until then, bye bye. See you next time and take care.